Hello friends, welcome to our channel CSC Gurus. Coming to the question number 66. Here it's a graph is given, of course, in terms of adjacency matrix, where graph has vertices as starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this it is given. What is the minimum possible weight of a path P, vertex 1 to 2? In this graph such that P should contain at most 3 edges. So you have to find a path. Anyway, it is from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to find a path from what is 1 to 2. Okay, which is a minimum path. Okay, which should consist only 3 edges. At most 3 edges. That means it should be like this. 1, 2, 3. Let us suppose 3 edges means first edge anyway 1. First vertex, last vertex 2. So in between you may have 2 more. So which is from the options you can have either 0, 3 and 4, right? So among these 3, 2 should be here, such that you have to find the shortest path. At most you can take less also. So let us suppose if I first find what is 1 to 2, and before that if this adjacency matrix, if I construct a graph, so the graph will be look like this. So now we'll see what can I write here. Either 0, we have option 3 or 4. Here also 0, 3 or 4. Once you will get 0 here you have only 2 options, right? So I think you can check it out. 3 into 2, 6 options. We can check it out. But anyway, we can minimize this one also. How to minimize? And before that we'll see what is the direct path value 1 to 2. What is 1 to 2 direct path value? 12. Actually it is 12. Can we get minimum compared with this one? We'll see. Okay, so 1 to 2, in the path of 1 to 2, instead of going to, I can go for 1 to 0 first. 1 to 0. What is 1? I mean, why I am taking 1 to 0 first means among in the path from 1, I can see all the paths. I find the minimum as 1, right? So that's why my option, I am taking 1 to 0. So which is equals to 1. So that is a minimum value. Let me check it out like this. Okay, that is the best one I can get first. So 0. So if it is 0, I can take from 0 to, I have only 2 options, 3 and 4, right? So I can take either 3 or 4. 3 is minimum I can take. Okay, if I take 3 here, so 0 to 3, so I'll get 1. Okay, now from 3 only one option. We have directly to 2. We don't have to go to 4. Why? Because only 3 edges. So 3 to 2. What is 3 to 2? 7. So I am getting 9. But is there any other? So let us suppose after 1 to 0 I will get 1 here. So 0 to 3 it is 1. 0 to 4 it is 4. I will check it out this one. Okay, instead of this one, or 0 to 4 I will take first. What is that? 4. So now I will take 4 to 2. What is 4 to 2? 3 here I can take. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, which is 8. See, I am getting less than the previous, right? So like this you need to check it out. I think you cannot get more than this, right? So like this we need to check it out. You may have one more option, 0 to 4. I started from 1 to 0. You can go for 1 to 3 also. I can go for 1 to 4, but I cannot. Why? Because already it is a 9. So if I take next one, you will get some more distance. That's why you have to intelligently take which is the minimum, then go to the next like this. We got it as 8 here. So option B is 8. Direct distance is 12. If you go for 1 to 0, 0 to 3, 3 to 2, 9, and 1 to 0, 0 to 4, 4 to 2, 8. And one more thing you can observe, if the constraint is given as 4 edges, my answer will be option A. Why? Because you can see 1 to 0 I have 1, 0 to 3 I have 1. Now 3 to, instead of going to 2, from 3 you can see the minimum distance, and for we have to take 3 to 4 it is 2. So I'll take like this, 1 to 0 it is 1, 0 to 3 it is 1, 3 to 4 it is 2. Now I'll go for 4 to 2. What is 4 to 2? 3. So this is 7, right? So this is a minimum, but here you can see 1, 2, 4 edges I am getting, but the question is given as 3 edges. So that's why our answer is 8. Option B is the correct answer. Now coming to the question number 67. Consider a quicksort algorithm is sort the elements in ascending order using first element as pivot in general one. Then which of the following sequence will require maximum number of comparison when this algorithm is applied on it? So maximum number of comparisons, how you can get it in quicksort algorithm? That means you can intelligently check it out. So there is a property that in quicksort there is a complexity of n square which is in worst case, that is you can get if the elements are already given in sorted order, right? So you are getting worst case n square means that means more number of comparisons. When will you get more number of comparisons means when all the elements are in sorted order, right? So that is the worst case complexity, that is indirectly it is asking maximum number of comparisons. So when you want increasing order, if all the elements are given in increasing order, okay, when you want to decreasing order, all the elements are given in decreasing order, you will get the complexity is maximum. So maximum number of comparisons, then the complexity is maximum. So check it out in this, which is the sorted one. So I think the first one, right? So you can see any other, there is no sorting, right? So that's why option A is the correct answer. Coming to question number 68. So two statements are given. It is asking like which of the following statements are true or false, whatever. So T be a binary search tree with height 4, minimum and maximum possible nodes. So if it is height 4, we'll write here 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices, but the height is 3 here. Now height is 4. So height is 4 means how many vertices? 5 minimum. That means skewed, right? So maximum possible. So binary search, I'll get here 1, here, like this, right? So here. So like this, if I go, if the height is 4, that means we know that the formula 2 power 4 plus 1 minus 1, which is 31, but here it is given as 15. So the statement 1 is false. If here 31, then it will be true. So coming to second one, in a binary tree, the number of internal nodes of degree 2 means it's like 2 children is 6, and the number of internal nodes with degree 1 child is 8. So the number of leaf nodes in the binary tree is, so we know one thing like that is number of leaf nodes is equals to number of internal nodes, right? Internal nodes plus 1. But here it is of course with children 2 only will take. So that is given as 6 plus 1, which is 7 only. You will get internal nodes. Okay, sorry, that is leaf nodes. You will get only 7, but it is given as 15. This is also wrong. So both statements are wrong, right? So either option D is the correct one. Coming to question number 69. Suppose we are sorting an array of 8 integers using quicksort again. We have just finished the first partition. Now the thing is, after first partition in quicksort, that means your pivot element will be somewhere such that the left elements are all less than P, right elements are all greater than to this P, right? So this right elements are greater than, so right side elements are greater than P, left side elements are all less than P, right? So like this it will be. Now if you see this constraint here, sometimes it might be a first element also, but if you see this constraint, so for 7 I think you can say for 7 left elements are less than 7, right elements are all greater than 7, and not only that, there is a possibility for 9 also. For left elements 2, 5, 1, 7 all are less than to 9, right side 12, 11, 10 all are greater than. That means there is a possibility for 7 and 9. Can you check for 12? We'll check it out once. Left elements of 12 all are less than, but right side elements are not greater than, right? So there is a possibility for either 7 or 9. So the pivot could be either 7 or 9. Pivot could be 7, but this is true, right? But it is not 9. 9 can be, there is a chance, right? Pivot is not the 7, it could be 9. This is also wrong. So that is what the first one is a possibility we have, where you can have pivot is either 7 or 9. Yeah, question based on hash table. It is a T with 25 slots that stores 2000 elements. What is the load factor? It is simply a formula. Directly you can take a formula, what is load factor, which is equals to number of elements, right? Number of elements by number of slots. Simply we can take, I think the answer you know, so which is 80. So directly you can take. So if you have 2000 elements, you can take these slots, and initially whenever they are empty you can keep it, and then you can provide the links according to that. Each element can be taken with the next linker, like that. So the load factor is measured like this. So answer is option A. We'll see some more questions in the next video lecture. Thank you.